squirrel in me, the inner squirrel in me came out.
Shit, about to be 25, so damn what.
So that's another thing just to take into consideration when you place an entry.
Am I friends with Alex FX or Lambo Row? No, not Cowboy either.
Yo boys, it's day 9, live trading with MambaFX using the breakout strategy, attempting to pass 100k funded challenge. Look, today boys, I take 2 trades, and at some point in the video, there's a Q&A that I left in that Mamba did today. So there's a lot of question and answers and a lot of value in this video. So look out for that. Besides that boys, if you aren't already, sub the fuck up. We are flying right now. And as well, if you trade the breakout strategy, make sure you join my free Discord where everybody and all of the members are in there killing it trading the breakout strategy. But yo, enjoy the video. Peace. Another day, live trading with Mamba in the group. Yo, real quick. Where are we at in the series? That's what you might want to know. Boom, here's my shit set up. Yesterday's trade, as you all know. Beautiful trade yesterday, beautiful trade. If I knew how to trade on my stops, I could have traded this all the way down, but nevertheless, the day before, also beautiful trade. This week so far is going beautiful. Right, my trading P&L so far this week, boys. If you want to see the P&Ls, all in the description, as you should already know by now. Monday, Tuesday have been W's. Monday we took US30 buy, NAS was a sell. As you already probably know, Mamba's literally won every single day since we've joined this group. Every single day. And so yeah, let's see if we can keep it up. But yeah, boys, we are learning. We are doing very well. And yeah. So this is the broker I'm using. I'm using Trade Locker with Clarity Traders, for those that don't already know. We are in the green. We're currently up nearly 2%. We've got to reach 8. So let's keep on pushing, boys. Keep on pushing. I'm going to mark up before Mamba even gets in the room, as the market does open in around, as the market opens in around 7 minutes. So I'm just going to mark up now, and then, you know, we'll go from there. Boom. I noticed that Mamba does a lot of his drawings on the 15 minutes, so I'm going to do that. So that's NASDAQ, US30. We already know US30 is the main one. Boom. We also kind of have like a, I guess you could say, a mini support there as well. So if we go down to a 5 minute, yeah, as you can see. So we could potentially even take sales off of this break here as well. So that's something to keep. So that's definitely something to keep an eye on. I'm going to show you guys a little bit what Mamba's room looks like. As you can see here, I am currently in the waiting room. Flying. This is the members group, so you can see everyone in his group is like flying. 3,000, 1,000, 2,000 profit, 700 profit. Like, yeah, man, I'm just taking, yeah, beautiful. What else? The thing I really like about Mamba's group is you can go to the recordings and you can watch the trade every single day. So if you really wanted to analyze and study every trade every single day, you can just watch the like 30-minute, 45-minute trade videos of obviously him giving in-depth analysis, entries, losses, like everything of every single day, which I actually personally love.
Yo, see everyone's in here, ready to go. Let's get it.
Let's go.
We're not in. We're in the session. We're not trading yet, but the markets are open. Slow start though.
Market is open, boys. Let's see what happens.
Not a lot of movement. Okay, we're pushing up now. Got a little bit more movement coming in. NASDAQ's just dropping.
So I see.
I saw NASDAQ at that push.
Yeah, I'm seeing NASDAQ is in a trend at the minute. He's not drawing it out, but it is in a trend. It is in a channel. What's the pips on that? Right, NASDAQ's pushed down. Let's see what it does. It's retracing a little bit. You man can't see it because it's showing you.
Pretty strong resistance zone for US30. See if price wants to break above that.
Right, NASDAQ, enter NASDAQ. I would enter NASDAQ.
There's that NASDAQ sell entry. Let's go. In NASDAQ.
So, boys, literally there it is. I call. I'm like, yo, I would enter NASDAQ right now. Right, NASDAQ, enter NASDAQ. I would enter NASDAQ. Right. Mamba enters NASDAQ. And I don't enter. Do not know why, but whatever. But yeah, I think if I was by myself and I was trading today, this would have been the trade I'd take. Just for reference, you probably gathered just by the way I've said that, I didn't take this trade, but continue.
Selling NASDAQ.
Well, there is a strong retrade. There's a strong support.
Keep an eye on US 30. It's a freaking buy on US 30. We can refill this candle. Maybe push a little bit even above that. Just for safety precautions here.
So look, did you pay attention to that? He saw the first push, right? And then as he placed his entry for a buy, he placed it above the wick, but with also a little bit more breathing room, just for that extra confirmation. So that's another thing just to take into consideration when you're placing entries or deciding to enter a trade. He was waiting for a second push, pushing further than the wick, and then plus some. So just keep that in mind. On the US 30, if he gets a nice push, we'll be in. Boom. Right, look, boys, I don't know what happened here, but I decided to enter the trade, and it never, ever even came close to his entry point during the time that I entered. So at this point, Mamba didn't call this. I just got eager and just jumped in. Now reflecting and looking back at this, I believe because I didn't enter the NASDAQ trade and I felt like I missed that, and then I felt like I had some sort of FOMO. So this was definitely a FOMO trade. This was a fear of missing out because I missed the first entry on NAS. So I entered earlier than I usually would. Because when I look back at this now, I actually would have not even entered this because it never actually pushed above the wick that I was literally just speaking about. So this is like me journaling, but out loud for you guys as well as myself. So there. Boom. FOMO trade this was. Never waited for entry and I rushed. Boys, I'm in US 30. Shit, he's not even entered. I've already entered. I didn't even realise. But yo, boys, I've entered US 30.
Target 1 for NASDAQ.
60 pips.
Push below our next support zone.
I am in US 30.
Even if you got a late entry, you're for sure at a 1-to-1 now. Pushed even past that. Make sure you guys take some profit here. 50K pass. Let's go.
Oh, shit.
Let's fucking go. That's what I like to see the most, is when you guys pass your funded accounts. That's awesome.
So, boys, this is currently my trade. I'm in the US 30 trade. I did enter a little too early. But we'll see. Hopefully this candle closes above.
You guys are going crazy.
Oh, I mean, it has broken out, but how's this candle going to close? So, look. Mamba's currently still looking at NASDAQ. Still looking at NASDAQ. But we'll see. We'll see how this goes. We're just chilling. Kind of. Not. But, you know. See that trade right there? That was so unnecessary. So unnecessarily lost. That's old habits from last month that I was doing a lot. Second push. Okay, cool. Second push. What we mean by a second push, what I mean by a second push is, okay, you get the wick, it comes up, wicks out a little bit. Second push. When I say second push, the thing I'm looking for, when it hits that second push, what I mean by that is it engulfing the candle wick, the previous candle wick. Because usually what happens with breakout trades, it breaks out, boom, comes back down, then you're waiting for that. And this could have been so easily avoided if would have just fucking waited and stopped being a dickhead. Bruv. Such an unnecessary loss. Mamba never called it. And it literally never engulfed the previous candle, which I just said. So, super hypocritical. That was just FOMO. Pure FOMO. Fear of missing out for an entry. But boys, wait for the second trade, because I do enter a second trade. That is so annoying. I entered way too early on that.
Still not really doing a lot.
It didn't even... I literally entered that way too early.
Any questions you guys have, you guys can feel free to ask.
Right, so boys, whilst the trade was going on, I kept in a few questions that Mamba answered. He did a little Q&A during this. Here, I'm going to insert a little segment of a few questions that he answered.
It just depends. It depends. A lot of times I will exit the full thing at target 1. Sometimes I just have 2 accounts running where one's a little bit smaller and I let it run. Sometimes I open 2 positions and close 1. But sometimes I also just close the whole damn thing out. It's a very minor break. We'll go to replay mode and I'll show you, but So a very minor break. We're looking at a channel and resistance, respected the resistance, pushed back down and broke through this support here. So I'll show you. This support, right? There's a couple ways to look at it. We have support. We also have a trend line that I didn't draw because I already know it's there. See this trend? 1, 2, 3, break, below. So we have support here. We could even look at the support here. However you want to look at it, it's breaking down and it respected the resistance, and we have a channel that needs to be touched, which would be down here. So a lot of different reasons I took that sell, but realistically, a lot of it is just the break of market structure to the upside started to pretty much crumble. Once this candle came down here, there's no more highs, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. It's a higher high, broken right there. That's why I took that sell. Simple as that.
That was a beautiful trade. Yeah, that was a beautiful trade yesterday. I can't even lie.
I would not use this strategy outside of session. No, I would not personally. I don't think it's smart. I would avoid it for sure, because this is the thing, right? With this strategy, we need volume, right? And if we're looking for volume on something like NASDAQ or US 30 or NQ, it's going to happen at New York Open. That's when you're going to get volume. We're not going to get volume at Tokyo session. So I will say this, because you guys always ask me this. If you guys want to trade this during London session, you have to move over to France 40 or UK 100. You're going to get the same results as we're getting over here on US 30 and NASDAQ.
This is what I'm thinking of doing, boys. So if you might want to see that content, drop a comment below. London session, I'll be trading that shit. I'm going to back test it a little bit. And then I might bring it forward in there.
Mom, why are we always killing it? I don't even know what to say, bro. Been doing this for a long time. It just feels normal now. Why do we use break even? Because there's too many fucking times where price reverses at entry, around entry, and then kills you. I've been doing this for so long. I've formulated the best way of trading. Yeah, it's gonna hurt if it goes to entry and then comes back down. It's gonna hurt, and that might happen once every couple weeks, once every 5 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Once every 2 weeks. But for the most part, when we go back to entry, that shit is going negative. I've been doing this for so if I'm 24, it's gonna be 25 though.
That's crazy.
Started at 16, profitable by 18 and a half-ish. I mean, shit, about to be 25, so damn, 25 is crazy. That's a target one, by the way, on that sell. If you're already in the trade, you're good. You're up even more, bro. If not, there you go, another target one. Appreciate y'all. My birthday's September 1st.
I'm September 9th. This motherfucker's young. That's ridiculous.
Am I friends with Alex FX or Lambo Row? No. I'm not friends with nobody. I don't have friends. I don't need friends. I was never friends with nobody either. There's business partners, and then there's people you heard of. That's about it. Nope. Not cowboy either. We're not friends. Not friends with nobody.
Right, yo, boys, that's the end of that. This is what I'm looking at, boys. Personally, this is what I'm looking at. This is what I've been looking at. And we're in, and we are in. If we take an L now, we're done for the day. We are officially done for the day. Well, look, we've broken this structure here. We've broken this support here. So we'll see how it goes. Hopefully we have another good day. I mean, I don't see why not. With regards to, of course, you know, with regards to NASDAQ, obviously dropping how it has. It's definitely moving a lot slower than NASDAQ today. See what happens, man. Oh, I was going to make 2 entries as well. I keep forgetting to do that. I need to get in the habit of making 2 entries and, you know, being able to close that 50% real easy. That's it. Yo, boys, I make a lot of music, if you man already know. If you boys want to see some music content, well, I started just making music while trading at this point. I'm putting stops to break even at this point. Stops are at break even. If this shit goes back up now, then I'm out of the trade. I'm just going to take today's an L. It is what it is. I'm not trying to lose profit. Like, I mean, if it's going to go down that much now and then reverse, like, I'm just may as well just take an L. It's one loss. It is what it is. Come back another day, right? Big up every single one of you boys. We're about to hit 2,000 subscribers today. I asked you, man, I was like, yo, boys, I want to hit 2K subs before the end of this month. Honestly, big up to every single one of you, man, that are commenting on the videos. I appreciate you, man, so much. I've literally replied to every single comment. So boys, if you want to comment or ask me anything, the comment section on the latest video is always going to be the place to go. It's been positive. It's been a positive week so far. I think we're about to get stopped out. Boys, look how ridiculously close we was to getting stopped out just then. Are you mad? Are you mad? That is... If this trade goes in our favour now, bro, that is crazy. I could have closed my first half of my position, but I didn't realise it hit it. And we're being stopped out. It is what it... What? We didn't just get... Them spreads are mental, bruv. We didn't get stopped out. Now we've got stopped out. Summary of today's trade. I entered the US30 trade. Mamba did not call that yet. It didn't hit his entry. But I got a little bit too eager, jumped in. And yeah, the inner squirrel in me came out. So I lost the trade that Mamba didn't call. He took the nice trade, I didn't take it. But I sound so defiant at this point. I'm not meaning to, it's just, I don't know. But yeah, so we took the L. Then we took the break even on the second trade. I'm done now for the day, by the way. 2 trades max I'm doing today. I mean, realistically, we're down 1%, a little bit over 1%, which is not the end of the world. It is what it is. We just come back again tomorrow. Whereas NASDAQ, what Mamba took, he took it based off of this break here. It flew. He then called a second break here. It flew. Right, NASDAQ, enter NASDAQ. I would enter NASDAQ.